Hi everyone, welcome back. So it is my July favorites, and I'm sorry I'm a little bit delayed with this. I had a lot of favorites videos that I was filming with my Friday favorites and then my mid-year favorite collab that I did, which if you didn't check that out, I talked about all of my favorite products. I really consider it for my yearly favorites, but I did it mid-year. So it was like a mid-year check-in and it was a collab video. So I will list that below, but I was filming a lot of favorites and I wanted to try and get some variety, so my favorites video has been a little bit stalled. Also, I wanted to give you guys an update because I know a lot of people have been asking me about my brother. I went and stayed with him. He had cancer a while ago, and so this is just like a surgery from complications with it. Now there's been complications, so he's staying still in the hospital, and so my videos have been a little bit not as consistent because I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to go back and stay with them or not. But I just want to let you guys know, and thank you guys so much for all your prayers and thoughts and well wishes, and I really appreciated that, for checking in even on Instagram and everything. My family and he really appreciated it, so thank you very much. But I just wanted to kind of let you guys know because a lot of people had asked and stuff, and I know that people are curious. So anyways, I'm just going to get into my favorites because I actually have a lot of stuff, and I'm going to try and be a good girl and not talk too much because I know I talk a lot about each thing, and someone told me not to repeat the product several times, but I can't help myself, so I'm working on it. Thank you guys. If you have constructive criticism, you guys know I'm always open to it because I want to make the channel better, because I want you guys to get what you want when you come to watch me. So I'm just gonna get started and not try and talk too much. But two palettes that have been go-to for me are the Naked palette from Urban Decay. I've done some tutorials, talked about it in some favorites. This color Half Baked has been an absolute go-to. I am wearing an eye look right now that I believe I posted. If I did post the tutorial or full face get ready, I will leave that link below, but I am wearing one of the looks. But just even Naked and Buck in the crease have been awesome. The only thing that this palette is really missing is a matte black, or a deeper matte brown color, and a highlight shade that's a matte shade. If you have those in your collection, you obviously can pull that out and use it in according with this palette, but that is the only thing that's missing. Like, I wouldn't just grab this palette to travel with, but I love the colors in it, and it's been a new palette that I've just kind of rediscovered. But this has been a favorite all month for me. Another palette favorite is this Bobbi Brown palette that I made, and the colors Camel, Antique Rose, and Toast have really been the three that I've been going between. This is just a really nice, these two, if I put Toast in the crease, it's just a gorgeous, really nice peachy shade, and Camel is kind of like a poopy brown shade. I don't know how to describe that any better, but just say that. You wouldn't think that they would look great, but they really just warm up the eyes and give a lot of depth to the eye, and it's a really simple everyday look. I've also been really liking this color right here. This is Blonde, and it's like a taupe gray brown color. So, been loving that. The consistency of the Bobbi Brown eyeshadows is amazing. They just blend out really well. This has been a staple everyday go-to. But these two have definitely been my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and probably the only eyeshadows that I've used on a very consistent basis. Along with those palettes, I've been using this e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous eyeshadow. This has been amazing. It's in the color, I believe it's called Toast, a gold shade. They do have several different shades. The consistency of these reminds me of the Illusion des Ombres. They make an indentation, the Chanel Illusion des Ombres. They make an indentation, but they do pull quite a bit of product off on your finger, or try to pick up quite a bit of product. But this is a very, very shimmery gold color. I like to just take a little bit of it and press it on the inner portion of my lid. If I'm using Half Baked from the Urban Decay palette, I'll just press this in, and it just gives that little bit of an extra kick. Even if I'm not using Half Baked, I just like to press this in on a lot of my looks. It's just been a gorgeous, gorgeous shade for me, and as you can see, it's super metallic. These are really long lasting, and this was like $3. So I highly recommend these. They have several different colors. I found mine at Target or Walmart. I've seen it, and they're just really, really nice, and I like the consistency, and like I said, they stay. So this color in Toast has been a go-to for me all month. Okay, for a blush, I pulled out a blush that I used to wear a ton, and I don't know why. I just kind of, with purchasing other products, I just kind of dropped off the face, but it's from Illamasqua. And first of all, Illamasqua's packaging is just beautiful. This color is called Tremble, and it's like a, I would say it's a combination between a peach and a pink. These blushes are so pigmented. They're matte. You only need a little bit and you just get so much color. They're so soft, and it's almost like a Lorac eyeshadow is how I would describe it. Like, they kind of kick up a little bit of powder, but they're not chalky. So they're really, really pigmented. I love them. So I just blend my brush in it, tap it off, and then really just pat it on. It is what I'm wearing today, and I just think that this is a beautiful, it's bright enough to be like springy, summery, but it's an everyday wearable color, so it can even transition into the fall. It's just very, very wearable, and it's a nice like combination of a peach and a pink together. So Illamasqua's Tremble has been one of my go-to blushes throughout July, and I just really love Illamasqua's formula. I do have a video on most of my Illamasqua blushes, so I will leave that link below if you're interested in seeing more swatches, but Tremble is definitely a favorite of mine this month. Okay, for setting my under eyes, this was a slow start product for me. It is the Hourglass Ambient Light powder, and this is in Diffused Light, and I've been using it with the Real Techniques setting brush. First of all, I love this brush for setting under my eyes, just period. So this is like an everyday of my life favorite. But the ambient powder, I didn't know if I really liked it, but I had another color and I did not like that at all. Like, I just didn't think it did anything for my face. This one I actually believe does what it said. I just kind of press it in, tap it off, and then I press it, and then I kind of rub a little bit. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, so I just kind of sweep it right here, and then I've been foregoing a highlighter. I've just really been using this product as setting my under eye concealer, and then also just using it to highlight my face, the top of my cheekbones. I do like a lot of dew in the summertime, but I've just been doing this subtle highlight and I really, really like it. So this is a dual purpose product for me this month. I've been using it to set my under eyes and then highlight. So like I said, at first I didn't really know how I felt about the consistency of it, if it was like too powdery or too like cakey for me, but I really do like it, and I think it brightens and sets my under eye concealer. So this has been my go-to this month, and I really have fallen in love with it, unlike I thought I would. Okay, for foundation, this is a new favorite of mine. I got a sample of it a while back and I haven't been able to put this down. I used up the entire sample and I was like, I have to purchase this. It is the Perricone MD No Foundation Serum. I love this. I'm willing to look past it has SPF 30 in it. I'm willing to look past the fact that the applicator is a little bit messy. It's not what I like. You have to apply it with your fingers, or I personally get the best application with my fingers. These are all things I hate. But the way that it looks and the way that it lasts on my skin, I am willing to do that for this foundation. I love it. It's rather pricey, so I highly recommend that you get a sample of it. I do think it gives a little bit of a dewiness, so if you have oily skin, I don't know if I would recommend it. It does say that it's good for all skin types, I believe. And what I do like about it is it does have an expiration date on the bottom. That's always really nice. Like, it tells you straight up, no matter when you purchased it. A lot of brands have like 24 months. Well, you don't know when, you can't really remember when you purchased it to know when was 24 months from then. But this has a straight up, like, by this date, it's expired. So that's always nice. But this is a really, really great product. I am wearing it today, and in the Get Ready With Me video that I either posted or will be posting soon, this foundation is making an appearance in application. So really, really love this. And also I got a sample of the No Bronzer from Perricone MD, the same. And I love that, and I am wearing that again today, and I've been wearing it every single day. It is so nice. You just need a little bit of it, and it just really blends. It looks so natural. That's what I love about this foundation. The way that it looks on the skin just looks so natural. It doesn't break down on me. It just, I love it. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. I'm not quite sure if it is for everyone. It's like a medium coverage. I don't want to say full coverage because I don't think it's full coverage. Full coverage to me is almost a little bit, not mask-like, but like straight up, like you have to go ahead and add definition back into your face. But this isn't that. So definitely get a sample of this at Sephora so you can try it out, because I didn't think I would love it as much as I did, and I was actually kind of hoping, please don't love this foundation because it is rather pricey, but I do really, really like it. These two are definite standouts, the bronzer and the foundation serum. Okay, for hair, I picked this up when Sarah was here. This is the Kenra Platinum Dry Shampoo. I didn't think I liked this at first, but I wasn't using it right, so I shake it up, make sure to shake it up really well, and then I just spray it on my roots and I let it sit, and it turns straight up white. And here's a really funny story. When I was in the hospital with my brother, the nurse was like, okay, the doctor's gonna come and talk to you like after surgery. I'm like, okay. She's like, well, he'll be about 10 minutes. Well, I had to run up because I was looking greasy and I needed to just spray a little dry shampoo, use the bathroom. So I hurry up and spray the dry shampoo in my hair, and I guess like in the mix of going to the bathroom and getting back down there and making sure I was there when the doctor came out, I forgot to comb out my hair. Oh, sweet Moses, sweet baby Moses. I looked like George Washington. Like, it was like a white wig. I had no clue how the doctor even like kept a straight face. I did notice he kept like looking up at my head, like looking up like, what in the is on her head? Because it was crusty white. And the thing is that this shampoo, you have to brush it out, but you have to let it set up on your hair, and then as soon as you run the brush through it, it just like completely dissolves. You get all the white out of it, and then it soaks up all of that oil, excess oil in your hair, and just leaves your hair refreshed. It's a great dry shampoo, but yeah, I had a little bit of an issue with it. I couldn't believe that I had forgotten to dry. You should have seen my face when I like looked in my little compact, because I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I looked in my little compact and I was like, what? I'm like, oh my gosh. I almost wanted to say like, I'm sorry, it was my dry shampoo, but I knew it was like probably, listen girl, I don't care. But this has been a favorite of mine, and like I said, I didn't think it would be because I was using it, I wasn't shaking it before I used it, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, this leaves such a white cast. But I wasn't really getting in there with my brush. So I really do get in there with my brush and really make sure to break it up and move it around. But this does a great job, and I find that it gives me good volume and leaves my hair refreshed. So been loving that this month. Okay, last up are lip products, and I've been wearing like a pretty neutral or like a neutrally pink lip. Some go-tos for me are, that you've probably been seeing me wear, are Jordana's lip liner in Tawny. It gives a really nice natural pink look to your lips, and it is a matte. So I've been putting this all over my lips sometimes and topping it with like MAC's Velvet Teddy or MAC's Kinda Sexy. I love those two. And then NYX lip liner in Natural has been another one. This has a little bit more of a brown tone to it, so that's Tawny and that is NYX's Natural. These two lip liners have been some of my go-tos this month, and then I've been filling it in either with a brighter pink, neutral pink, or like I said, even more of a brownie pink, or I've been using MAC's Angel and topping that with Rags to Riches Dazzle Glass from MAC. I love this thing. It is so dimensional, and I strayed away from the Dazzle Glasses for so long because I thought that they had, like, you could feel the grit in them. You can't feel the grit in this at all. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. It has so many different dimensions to it. I'm not wearing it right now. Let me put some of it on so you can just see what I'm talking about. But it just gives like a really nice topper and shine. So I've been wearing MAC's Angel and topping that with this, or MAC's Cream Cup, or what I have on today is this. I have the liner, NYX's liner in Natural, and then I have Milani's lipstick, and this is in Nude Cream. Just a really easy everyday pink color. I think this would look great on a lot of different people. So I've been wearing that, and these lipsticks, They smell so good. They smell like strawberry kiwis to me. So those have been like my go-to lips. I've switched off here and there, but that's been the common theme throughout the month of products that I've really, really loved, or lip combinations that I've really loved. As far as accessories, you guys have probably seen I've been wearing a lot of Stella and Dot. A lot of my friends have been I've been throwing trunk shows for them. The last trunk show that I have down below is probably going to be the last one that I'm doing, but I have been wearing like a ton. They have the new personalized necklaces, Engraveable. So this has my husband and I's wedding date on it. This is like, I think it's called the Cosby link. I've been wearing this a ton just because I think it's just pretty as a statement piece. And then I've always been wearing this Renegade bracelet from Stella and Dot. So I've really been loving Stella and Dot stuff, and I will leave the trunk show that I am still currently hosting down below if you're interested in any of those products. But like I said, I'm not a stylist. Really love the jewelry, and I've probably worn it consistently all throughout the month. So that is it for my favorites, so my July favorites. I think I did pretty good. I hope I didn't talk too much, but go ahead and leave your favorites down below throughout the month. You guys know I love to hear what you've been loving, and it always encourages me to pull out certain products that you mention, or go look into or research certain products. If you're new to my channel, I hope you guys subscribe and stay a while, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Mwah.